Hi everyone! Today we are going to build a boat. And this printing here almost gave me a heart attack. When I was 130 hours into this massive print, I did realize that I didn't put any supports for this part in here. And you can see here that there are a few strings, but apart from that, I think this is a good part. And you might be thinking, what's so special about your boat? What are you doing? A boat? That's not your style, Ivan. Making just a boat. Yes, you are right. I'm doing a crazy boat. The weird thing with that boat is that I'm going to propel it with a brushless motor with a propeller that goes in here, but the air is going to come out from here, underwater. Why? I don't know, but that's something I've always wanted to try. I know that probably won't work or will not make any difference or will make it slower. But you know me, I have to do it. So let me bring to the table the rest of the components that we need to make this thing work. And probably more stuff that I forgot, but I will find along the way, because I didn't make a manual for the assembly of this one either. So I think the first thing that I need to try is to check if this thing is watertight. So let me clear the table, bring some water and put this thing in it. Okay, it seems that I didn't think through all the steps required to do this test, because the only thing that I have that is watertight and where the boat fits is the bucket of my bike trailer. So I will fill this with water, not to the top, and put the boat in it. And as I don't have a hose, I will use a piece of aluminum tube. And I know that all of this looks a little bit terrible, but it's going to end up being great. Just bear with me. I will leave this here. So let's go to the workbench. Now I will put the boat in here to see if it leaks. Whoa. It seems to be much more stable than I thought, really stable, and I cannot see any water inside. So, cool! It floats, so let's start putting things on it. For example, the propeller. I made this mini cowling to put it in here. So I have to first install the propeller in here and then the entire assembly on the boat. And as I need to pass the wires through this hole in here, I will have to cut the wires and resolder them once they have gone through it. So now that it is soldered, I will attach this to the boat. Done! And now that we have propulsion, we need direction. And there's where this servo will come in handy. This one goes in here, the wire goes through this hole in here, and then with this adapter in here, I will attach the rudder in here with this M5 threaded rod axle. First, I need to attach this to the servo. M3 ball. So I've cut the threaded rod to length, which should go in here like so, then through here, and just up to there. So I need now to attach the axle to this part with a nut in here and another one in here. Now this one is fixed. And now we need to put a nut in here. And another nut in the bottom. And this should go like this. So this should be it. Now I will attach the servo to the boat with some screws and washers. Now the servo cable enters through this hole to the hull. And as these ESCs don't have a BEC, so I don't have a way to power the radio, I will put one of these voltage regulators attached to it. And now I will calibrate this to the 5 volts that we need to power up the receiver. Now a little bit more tape. Now we need to see if everything catches fire, so let's make a test. The ESC is wired backwards. I took the opportunity to pass the wires through the right path into the hull, but I'm pretty sure that I did this wrong again. So I will check it out. Yes, it is wrong. I just need to swap 2 of these. Yes, this is more like it. Okay. I'll put the tape back on and I will check if the servo works as expected too. Connect it to channel 4. Jump 1 here. Okay. So as you can see, the rudder moves too. But I will reverse the rudder because if I move the stick to the right, the rudder moves to the left and the entire boat will move to the left. So yes, I will have to reverse it. Now it goes as expected. And just so you can see what I'm talking about, let's try this. I think it worked. It worked. Okay, and now there are 3 ways for the water to enter this thing. One is the hole where the servo cable goes in, the other one is where the propeller cable goes in, and the other one is this huge hole in here for which I've already printed a cover. And this cover just has a groove in here that matches the extrusion in here, and it goes just like so. And to keep this into position, I did design and printed this, which has an M8 nut inside, which goes in here and bolts the cover on. But for that, I'm missing a threaded rod in here. So let's put it on. So an M8 threaded rod should go in here like this. And I did print the hole undersized, so this could thread on it. And I think that is it. I don't think that it goes deeper. So I should cut the threaded rod around here. And I did cut it to length and added a self-locking nut in there just so it helps me pushing it in. And I already embedded a black M8 nut in this part in here for which I didn't thought of a name. So this should go in here like so, and this should go in here like this. So one hole covered, and I will put some duct tape in this one and in the other one just to make a quick test here in the workshop. For the final test, I will probably put some silicone on them just to be on the safe side. This one is probably gonna come out flying once I start testing, but well, it's just a test. And as the bike trailer bucket is black and is not that big, I found this at home. So I will try and use it for the test, if I don't faint or something, trying to fill it up. Whew. I need to exercise more. Okay, let's fill it up. I knew that I had to leave this in here. Please leave it in the comments if you think this is completely and absolutely absurd. I hope this is enough. I'm not planning on giving it full beans. I don't want to be cleaning forever in here. Maybe the other way around, like so. It is floating, barely, but it is floating. Okay. Okay, it seems that it can create a good water splash, and the servo seems to make the rudder turn, and it seems to float, but those are a lot of it seems. So the next time that you see this thing is going to be in a much bigger puddle of water than this thing. So that's all I had time for this week. This is a little bit surreal. Don't forget to send some love to AprintaPro, which sends me all this very nice red filament. Check the link in the description. Thanks a lot for everything, liking, sharing, commenting on my videos. I read all the comments even if I don't have time to reply to all of them. Thanks a lot for your Patreon support. Without your support, I could not be doing this kind of stuff. And there is a reward on my Patreon which will allow you to see my videos more or less 1 week early. Check it out. And if you are still not subscribed, you are going to miss the test of this thing. So please subscribe and click that notification bell. And now please go and make something.